Some gusty winds came with today's milder temperatures.
Yeah, the temperatures are milder, but George, you're saying they're going to crash again tomorrow, and we call that, what, a flash freeze?
A flash freeze taking place tonight, guys. You're going to wake up tomorrow morning and go, what just happened? Yeah, it's going to get colder here in West Michigan here in just a few hours through Friday. 13 Weather Ball is blue. Colder weather in view, and this view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. The winds yesterday were from the east and northeast. They were gusting to 40+ miles an hour. For a while, the winds went calm as that low pressure system went overhead. Now they're shifted around to the west, and they're gusting to almost 40 miles per hour. That's kind of hampering those recovery crews. Temperatures went up before the cold front went through, and they climbed up into the mid and upper 30s, even 40s to the south. They have now fallen back a little bit as that colder air starts to rush on in, already below freezing up north. You can see temperatures are crashing here in the next few hours, falling below freezing right around 8, 9 o'clock this evening. And then we will see them drop into the teens in most areas and stay well below freezing here tomorrow. So no snow melting from the sleet and ice that we have accumulated. There's the low pressure system. It's now moved up over Lake Huron, a little bit further north, but nonetheless, it's taken all that precipitation out of the area. Now, there might be a couple of flurries this evening, but some breaks in the clouds later on tonight as the winds lighten up. Where those clouds clear out, that's where it'll get the coldest. Still see a few lake effect clouds early in the day. Now, there might be another few flurries here overnight tomorrow night, nothing of any consequence, but look at this, Saturday. Lots of sunny skies once again. This is about the third or fourth weekend we've had a sunny Saturday, and will also be sunny during the day on Sunday. Down to the south here, this is late Sunday night and Monday's weather. That will be some rain and perhaps a wintry mix. This time it'll be north of US 10 for the most part. In terms of temperatures, we're going to cool off to 25, about a dozen degrees cooler than today. We'll recover a little bit here on Saturday, back up about 10 degrees into the mid 30s, and then even milder during the day on Sunday as we get close to 40. And then we're going to see some cooler weather again next week. Long range outlook still says cold out west, warm into the eastern part of the U.S. That includes us for the first 5 days of March, and it will be wet just about everywhere with the exception of South Florida and South Texas during that same 5-day period. So windy this evening, but then the winds die down. Just a couple of flurries here and there under mostly cloudy skies. Around 20 or colder to the north, low to mid 20s from Holland and South Haven southward. Now, it may get down into the single numbers along US 10, just depending on your clearing. Just a couple of flurries this evening. Low teens elsewhere, and we'll be in the mid to upper teens here in the greater Grand Rapids area down towards Battle Creek. 13 on your side forecast. Virtually dry Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There's the rain late Sunday night. Maybe a wintry mix north of Grand Rapids on Monday, but I think it'll be all rain here. And then that wintry mix will end on Tuesday. Later on next week, another wintry mix next Thursday night into Friday. They may linger into Saturday, but temperatures will be 40+, including 49 on Thursday.
Well, we did see a little bit of a warm-up today, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, but that's all about to change. George outside on the weather deck with details.
Definitely a flash freeze on the way, guys. And out ahead of that, we have some strong winds. Yes, still going on here in West Michigan. Had a little bit of light precipitation earlier. That came to an end once the cold front came through. 13 Weather Ball is blue. Much colder weather in view for your Friday, and this view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. Highs today were still cold to the north into the mid 30s. We made 37 here in Grand Rapids, mid 40s from South Haven through Battle Creek. They're having a little trouble with the temperature sensor over in Holland. They sent somebody over to fix it because it did not make 53 there. 37 was within 3 degrees of our forecast high of 40. We have done that 8 days in a row here in Grand Rapids. There are a couple of flurries, especially northern Kent County here in to the Muskegon area in the past hour or so, but those are pretty much going to be it here for the rest of the night. And you can see those snow showers diminishing, and in the areas that do clear tomorrow morning, it could get very cold, low in mid-teens, even single numbers up around Big Rapids, but basically cloudy here at the lakeshore. Tomorrow night, we're going to see some clouds and a little bit of light snow push through. This is all no or low impact kind of systems. And then look at this, lots of sunshine Saturday. I think this is like the third or fourth Saturday we'll have a sunshine, and we'll do the same here on Sunday. But next week, We're going to start to see some rain move in. That will be during the day Monday. Just a few flurries here tonight. Yes, I think we've already seen this. Less than 1/10 of an inch of snow in many areas. A little bit of light snow US 10 northward overnight Friday night here in the greater Grand Rapids area. Again, there'll be a couple of flurries overnight and you went, oh, I guess it did snow just a little bit. The big thing is the wind still gusting to around 30 plus. Right on through 10 o'clock tonight. They'll wind down pretty quickly, and they will not be a factor here for the next several days. In fact, they go nearly calm by Friday evening. Forecast then for tomorrow, look for mostly cloudy skies, low and mid 20s, well below freezing. Nothing's going to move. Mid and upper 20s further to the south, so watch out for some black ice here late tonight and tomorrow. Low and mid 20s up north, mostly cloudy skies, some sunshine early on until those clouds fill on in during the late morning, early afternoon. Similar here in the greater Grand Rapids area. We may see a couple of breaks in the clouds early on in the day, but it will become overcast. And temperatures in the mid 20s, including 25 here in GR. 13 on your side forecast. Becoming sunny on Saturday, up to 36, 43 with sunshine in the morning on Sunday before those high clouds come on in. Next weather system will get us after about 3 o'clock in the morning on Monday morning with rain and maybe even a wintry mix up closer to US 10 as we hit 40 degrees with the rain. And that will end on Tuesday. Dropping temperatures kind of like what we're going to have here tonight as another cold front goes through. That'll keep us in the 30s Wednesday, first day of March. And then jumping into the 40s for next Thursday with a wintry mix, maybe lasting into next Saturday. And then next Sunday, we'll see temperatures right around 41 degrees.